we talked about it's tough to recruit. You finally get the right person, and then you don't keep them. And so, help us understand, what good retention strategies look like, because again, I see a lot of companies unfortunately make these mistakes. They put some effort in the front end and they think that's done, go do your thing, and then are surprised when it doesn't quite last. So yeah, tell me about what your thoughts are.
I find that interesting too, Dawn, right? I find that so interesting that we still think like that. And again, we have an educated workforce today, right? We're educated people. We go to our doctors and we tell them what we want. We are educated employees in the workforce.
Right.
We are interviewing, or people interview us as much as we are interviewing them. So it starts here in this interview process. And what I've found and what we've found is that from day one, when people come into your organization, they're assessing everything that you said was going to happen. And they're holding you accountable as much as you think you're holding them accountable, right?
Absolutely.
So that's day one. And if we don't, as organizations, and really the responsibility is ours, it is our responsibility to bring people on and give them and set them up for success. Yeah. We want to give people all the tools they need so that they can thrive in the work that they're going to be doing for our organization. They don't expect us to be perfect, but they expect us to, again, be who we say we are, acknowledge our faults, and then give them the tools and set them up to be successful in that process. So when we're talking about that, we're talking about a 30, a 60, a good 90-day onboarding process. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the customer service representative coming in, or you're the new CFO that we just hired, or COO.
Yeah.
Onboarding is onboarding. It takes me a while to acclimate into your culture, to figure things out, to learn who you are, to help assimilate and bring my skills to the table, right? I mean, there's a lot that goes on. No one walks into an organization day one and starts producing. I mean, it just doesn't work like that. It takes a good 6 months to wrap your mind around everything. So again, the better that onboarding process, and we liken it to riding a bike. Okay, so the first 30 days, when you teach your kids how to ride their bike, you're holding on to the back of the bike, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're keeping them from falling. Well, then the next 30 days, you're letting go, but you're running alongside them, right?
Right. Yep.
And then you're kind of standing in the front yard watching them go up and down the block.
But you're cheering them too.
But you're cheering.
Yeah, motivating them.
It's a silly analogy, but
it's perfect.
But it's perfect, right? I mean, it works in business as much as it works there. And so I think that if business can wrap their mind around that and really come up with, set those process in play, they will be so much happier, and so will the people that are working for them.
Oh my gosh, yes.
60% of the people, 60% are making their exit strategy day one. Day one. That's this millennials, 60% are making an exit strategy day one based on what they may not be gone in the first 90 days.
Right.
Okay,
right.
But they may be gone in 6 months. They may be gone in 1 year. But look at the dynamics of that. What happens in your organization? How much of them are you not getting day one when they walk in the door if they're already thinking about exiting?
Yeah.
You're not getting all of that.
Wow. They're already thinking sort of about the next move in their career the day they start with you. It's not like when, the baby boomers and their parents, they wanted a job for life. They got there and they thought, hallelujah, I'm here. No matter what employers did to them, they stayed, because that's just the way it was. Today, what you're saying, exactly the opposite. They are empowered, they're educated, they want to have a career. All that, I mean, it's not that there's no loyalty. There certainly is loyalty with them if you earn it, but you have to earn it. It's not given to you from day one. I think that's what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah, it is. And it's a respect. It's a respect.
Yes.
It really is a mutual respect. I will come in and I will give you all of myself. Just, help me get where I'm going.
Yes.
And that's really what it boils down to.
Absolutely.
Again, be who you say you are. You don't have to be perfect, right? I mean,
right.
You know what? We're all a work in progress.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and I think just
absolutely.
But again, we want to set our companies up and set people up for success, because then that does mean we can finally go, okay,
yeah,
I got the right people and I've empowered them. I've given them what they need to be successful long term.
Yeah. So Lesley, you mean day one doesn't say, take this big thick manual and go in the corner and read it? Maybe that's not the right approach.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I started so many jobs that that's what they made me do. And the manual was, who's going to memorize all that stuff, right? So yeah, it was funny.
I mean, it's funny. It is. It's like, okay, day one should be almost like, okay, you're hosting a party, right? You've prepared for the person to actually be there, right? I mean, you don't invite people over to your house and then you forgot to, you forgot to clean, you forgot to, order
there's snacks in the cabinet, help
yourself.
I'm not going to that party anymore. Yeah, for sure.
Again, it's really, you want people to feel welcome. You want them to feel like you were anticipating and you're excited and you are glad that they are there.
Absolutely. If everybody doesn't take away one other thing other than the bike analogy and improving their onboarding, that's a big, huge takeaway right there. So thank you for that. That was awesome.